what was your perspective from Ryan Newman's crash? Did you see it go down? Were you where were you?
I was actually driving home. I had wrecked out 10 laps before that.
So you were driving home.
I was literally listening to the radio.
So you wreck out 10 laps before, and you're just like, I'm out of here. You
I'm out, done.
No, I know, but you don't stick around to.
No.
See, okay.
No, it's Daytona, man. That place chews you up, spits you out, and man, you're devastated that you didn't win, right? And of course, to wreck out with less than 10 laps to go when it wasn't our fault, those are the tough, dejecting moments. And so, yeah, I'm literally driving out, heading home, and I hear it on the radio, and like, I didn't know the severity of it until I got home, watched it on video. And then my phone's blowing up. How's Ryan doing? How's Ryan doing? Because he was taken away unconscious in an ambulance. Those are those moments that are not good. Last time that had happened in our sport was Dale Earnhardt Sr. passed away. And the safety in our sport is incredible. And the impacts that Ryan Newman went through are tough for anybody, no matter who you are.
Right.
And for him to survive, that's incredible. Number two, to walk
away?
out.
I know. I was insane.
I didn't expect him to walk out. I was literally texting Tony Stewart, who I used to race for, who's a good friend with Ryan Newman, like, hey, let's get on a plane. Let's go see Newman. And literally, as we're starting to communicate a trip to go see him, we're watching him walk out. It's amazing what
with those babies, right?
Our safety
with his two girls.
Yes, two girls,
hand
family.
in hand, you know, like, holy now.
And so that's our cars, that's the safer barriers, that's our safety equipment.
And that improvement came after Dale Sr.?
It did, yeah, over the last 20 years. And that was that big spike.
That was right, the Hans device and obviously other members of the community
the Hans
getting
device,
together.
A salesman was like, hey, you might want to try this on. This is 20 years ago. I'm like, oh, the concept makes sense. Got this device, goes over your shoulders, keeps your helmet attached to this device where your neck can't extend too far forward. I said, sure, I'll buy one. That's how things were then. Now we have all of these safety diagrams. We have all these videos. We have all these high-def cameras that can slow-mo a wreck down to watch what moves in the seat, to see what a driver goes through. We have steering wheels that collapse at the right rate to create an airbag type of effect. There's so much that we've improved on, and that's exactly what we saw with Newman walking away. So
your first thought was probably my first thought, right? That he wasn't walking away from that crash when you saw it.
Yeah.
When you probably saw it on YouTube or video or whatever from the palm of your hand.
Everybody thinks the worst, yes. But at the same time, we haven't had that happen in 20 years. Wait a minute. Are we going to have to go backwards? We should be further ahead. And I'm so glad that he walked away.
Yeah. Kurt Busch here on the Rich Eisen Show. I'll ask you a personal question. Does your wife pull you aside after that and say, well, you know, let's talk about the future? Or does anything like that happen in your personal life?
I always give her a big hug and a kiss before, and I give her the assurance. And I always say this, in this phrase, this quote, I'll be right back, sweetie. I'll be home for dinner. I make decisions on the track that I think are on the safer side. Yes, I'm pushing hard to win. I have the safety in my car, the track, and the sport. I trust what I'm doing. I trust others on the track. The danger aspect's always going to be there. It's what auto racing is. That's the intrigue and the thrill of why people tune in. For me, I've never gone across that threshold and said, all right, this is too much. I'm going to keep pushing until I know my day is done driving, and I want to give my best in my competitive side to go hard to the end.